nickel in it and it all comes back. If you think romance is dead, no, blindfold jukebox full of 45s, pop a nickel in it and it all comes back to me.
People, you gotta have your shiz together in the business. It's called show business. Look, show business. One more time, show business. It's not just acting, it's a business. Gotta get your shiz together in the business. That's how you work. You know, the interesting thing is I think it's not, first of all, it's not a meritocracy in which the most talented person always gets the job. However, in the long run, it is about talent, because that's the only thing you have any kind of control over, and that does win out. Talent does win out. But talent without a savviness and an understanding of the business just means you're going to be a legend in your own living room. I mean, that's nice for your boyfriend or girlfriend watching you, but you know, or other house guests. But you got to take that out into the world. And the reason why I'm saying this is because there is somebody in the studio who shall remain nameless, but she booked a big role on. I don't remember the show. Anyway, she was. Oh, I don't. But it doesn't matter, because if I said it, it would. I don't want to reveal who it is, because I'm using this to teach. It's not about shaming. But I was like, I told her, I'll make up her name, Suzanne, because I don't. You know, I was like, Susie. I was like, I asked her who the casting director was of that show, and she had done a table read that day, right? She didn't know who the casting director was. She's like, well, let me check. And I was like, actors. You have to know who you're seeing. You have to know who sees you. You have to keep track of this. It's all about relationships, and things take time. I got a text from a student of mine. It's taken her this long, like 5 or 6 years. She just booked a lead in a pilot, a big show. And I told her, I was like, well, I always knew it was going to happen. But it takes it's been like 5 years, 6 years. She's come close on a lot of stuff, and now broke through for her. And the interesting thing is, I don't know what the point about that is. The point is time plus contacts plus talent wins you through. But you need all three. So you have to start being vigilant about who's seeing you, who likes you, who calls you back. When you then get an agent or a manager, then you can call and say, oh, you know what, this office really likes me. Or I've been called back to that office. Can you call them and see if, you know what I mean? If you are in the dark about people who are on your side, you're going to be in trouble, because it really is a business about having people on your side. In my arrogance as a 20-something, I thought that I could do it all my own. And I discovered as I've gotten older, no man or woman is an island. It's true. You have to have help. And you have help by staying in communication with people who support you and get you and like you and call you back or cast you. Or maybe they don't cast you, but you get really awesome feedback. But you have to know those things, people. I'm really shocked at how much people... Well, so why is that? Why aren't you on top of that like you are in the work? Anybody? Well, I'll give you the deeper, philosophical reason. Is because at one level, you get scared of your own ability to be out there in the world and generate success. So you see yourself not through the eyes of how other people see you, talent and beauty and passion and possibility. You see yourself based on the way your own self-dialogue operates. Who am I to be that big? Who am I to be the lead on a show? Who am I to win an award? Who am I to be with CAA or whatever the agency is that you want to be with? So then you marginalize yourself based on your own ill-perceived self-worth. And the trick is this, and it is a trick. You can only get there by faking it. So if your belief system hasn't yet caught up with what you believe that you deserve, you have to fake your way in there. Back your shit up. You work backwards. And then eventually you'll start to get work. So many people are booking. Another student today texted me that he just booked his first, and actually somebody else just said she just booked a major role on anger management. This is weird, this is amazing. But somebody just said that he texted me, he booked his first show, I can't remember the name of it, procedural show, and I was like, wow, okay. So this is an example of you have to trick yourself. It's what I'm always talking about faking it until you make it. So I'm repeating myself, if you heard this lesson before, but I think it bears repeating. If the idea of being a lead on a show feels too far for you because you have no credits, you don't have an agent yet, or you haven't tested for something, or you're not with the number one agency in town, whatever conditions you feel exist that keep you from being in a movie with Meryl Streep or whatever it is, then fine, work incrementally. So all of you can get an agent, all of you could get a role on a legitimate show, a co-star role. Or maybe some of you have already done that and you're ready to get to the next level, which is a guest star. Okay, so you fake your way into that. You work incrementally based on where you are. Those things are achievable goals. Then once you've gotten that, now I can get here. Because my point is this, you guys, if you look at the big picture and you have the dream of whatever it is, it feels so far away, you're going to start to doubt it. And if you doubt it, you're going to keep it a bit. See what I'm saying? You don't get what you wish for in life, you get what you believe. So just change the belief system by working incrementally. And then all of a sudden, in a year from now, you'll be texting me and you'll be like, oh my God, I'm on this show now. See? But for most people, we can't take the quantum leap because our belief system doesn't support it. So just work incrementally. But then that circles back to the way you're going to take the leap or the mini jumps is who are these people that support you? So you guys, you have to be on it in the business. You've got to be relentless. Relentless. When I mean relentless. Doors are, that's not a door, that's a phone. Phones are made to be called. Doors are made to be opened. But did I do it again? Wait, whatever. So wait, why don't you call? You met an agent at a party. The card is sitting on your desk. It's been sitting there. It's probably gone now, but you still remember the person's name. Why don't you follow up? They won't remember me. I don't have any credits. So what? So what? You guys, they're in the business to try to find talent. Everybody's trying to look for the new thing, whatever that is. Everybody can be the new thing. All it takes is preparation and luck and opportunity coming together, and then you are it. So everybody has the same percentage of making it. But not if you don't have your ducks in a row. You got to be relentless. So this is your homework. For those of you who have a casting director who is behind you, in support of you, call them. Ask them, can you make a recommendation for me? Ask them to take them out to lunch. Do you have any advice for me? Ask. People want to help. Everybody, I'm always joking, everybody wants a free lunch. Don't be cheap. Take them out. It's $20. Go to Kookaroo. There are no Kookaroos anymore. Go to Chipotle. $20. Well, that's too cheap. Can't go there. But you get what I'm saying. Call them up. Can I take you out to lunch? I want to pick your brain. Just pick your brain. Don't be weird and stalkery about it. Like, get me on your show. No. Don't do that. Let me pick your brain. Do you have some advice? That's how you proceed out in the world. You're going to feel scared about doing it. Do it anyway. That agent you met at a party who gave you your card, his card, call him, set up a meeting, take him out to lunch, pick his brain. You'd be surprised at how people want to help.